Hi everyone, this is Liz with Edmund Designs, and today I am showing you my updated office. I've had a few people ask for a new video because I've done quite a few things since my last video. So here I have some shelves that I built. They're just 1x3 boards. I cut them to be about the length of my desk, and then I have holes drilled every so often for these pegs that hold up my shelves, so I can always drill more holes. I can adjust them, and I think that I figured out I'd be able to hold about 120 dolls if they weren't, like, if their skirts weren't too poofy or anything. Over here I've got some hooks in these, and I will probably end up putting more hooks because I like using those for when I do ornaments. And then just a couple of months ago, when I started getting more serious about filming, I rigged up this setup. It's a clip from a bendable phone holder, and I put it on a dowel, and then I've drilled a couple of different holes to be able to adjust height. I found that I like this height the best. And my filming setup is still set up, so I haven't moved my lamps or anything like that. I'm just kind of leaving them for the time being because they're not bothering me. So I have this lamp here that I just got off of Amazon, and I have tissue paper over it to kind of help diffuse the light. It's an adjustable one. I think I spent like 10-15 bucks on it. And then this is an IKEA one, which I also have tissue paper wrapped around. And it's not currently plugged in because I have to plug it in over here by the refrigerator into this whole janky setup, which is not safe. And I don't leave it plugged in. And I've only got one plug-in over here, and it always has my light plugged into it. It's really cold right now. I don't have heat over in this section, so I have to run cords everywhere for anything that I want to use. I have to unplug and plug in my printer every time I want to use it, my hot glue gun, you name it. So anyways, that's my current, I don't know, desk setup. I still have the drawers, like plastic drawers. I've had this set of drawers for quite a while. I just painted them, and I have some internal organization that I just made myself out of the foam boards you can find from the Dollar Tree, and have like my skeins that are for hair, and my dowels that I use for hair curling, body colored skeins and different things like that, and some of my more basic colors that do not need to be wrapped up. And I've got some jewelry stuff up here that I use. This has kind of just become a catch-all for everything. This is where I keep all of my skein colors, so I can kind of get a visual. And this is organized. It just doesn't really necessarily look like it. This is just a cube organizer from Walmart. It is on casters, so rolling wheels. And then I have some different boxes. Back when I had a pegboard, I made these, and they hold some of my tools. This is where I keep receipts and my business cards, ribbon that I use for packaging. And then I've got several different sizes of box down here, shipping packages, labels, paper. I have shipping boxes over here, and then I have a bunch of flowers in this one that just a variety. They're not sorted by color. And then in this one I have a bunch of yarn, stuff for keychains. It's for some stuff that I do locally. And then this is the drawer. I know I'm bouncing around a lot, but this is the drawer where I have all different kinds of flowers. I either use Ziploc bags, or my favorite thing to use to store my flowers in is these Ziploc, or they're zipper bags that you get your bed sheets in. So whenever I get new bed sheets, I mean, I've had these packages forever, but that's what I like to store craft stuff in of all kinds. Extension cords that I have to use for like my hot glue gun, things like that. I keep all of my tools that I use, scissors, pliers, hole punches, everything in this top drawer. I have all of my tapes and glues in here, and a couple of specialty paints, some new ones, and I don't have room for them in my paint drawer. This is the paint drawer, and I have all my paints, some of the things that I've mixed myself, like this is my blood color I use from my Alice dolls, and paint pens. I use those for ornaments and all kinds of things. And then this is kind of just a hodgepodge of moss, some wings, wooden platforms, and feathers and things like that. I keep all of my polymer clay in this. It makes it really easy for me to work in different places if I want. And I keep it on the floor. That's good in the winter. In the summer, I mean, it seems to work just fine. This particular area doesn't get so cold that I have to worry about working it too much, but it also doesn't get terribly hot in the summer, which is nice. I don't have to worry about my polymer clay melting. Over here, I've got some more embroidery floss. I just have a bunch of different cards. It was just something that I was able to pick up at a resale store for like $5. And that's nice because I don't have to buy a skein for every little color I need. It's really great for toothpick dolls. Then I have this toolbox. It's an art bin toolbox. Sometimes I use it when I'm like traveling. If I'm going on a long vacation, I'll pack it with my essentials so I can still work. But right now it's just holding all of my ribbon, trims, laces, and then in the bottom I've got fabrics, rolls of ribbon, and different types of fur, some beads because I was working on some project, and then some laces and different things like that. And it's just I used to store it in my closet, and now it looks disorganized, but at least I don't have to go into the other room for things now, and everything's just kind of there. And then the top of my desk. So not much has changed in terms of what I keep in this little drawer thing. I'll have to look around and link to it again, but this is a Dollar Tree tutorial that I found. And so the Dollar Tree sells the set, 2 drawers for $1. So I was able to make this for under $10. I didn't get to spray paint it like you're supposed to because I had done this in the fall or winter at the time. I don't have a garage, so one of these days I'll redo it and it'll be more durable. But anyways, I keep all of my bases here, and they're all ready to go with my stamp on the bottom. So when I get new bases, I tend to do those all at once. More bases are down here, and then the stamp I use. My heads for my 5.5-inch dolls, and the heads for my 3.5-inch dolls. I've got some that are already painted, but I don't sort them by color when I have them painted. They're all just in there. I can see them pretty easily. This is my drawer of bezels. wooden and plastic for jewelry and different things. I keep my glue sticks in here. All of my Dremel bits are up here. Right now this is just a catch-all for charms and patterns and stuff that I might use for dolls. These are ready to go, the chains with my card, if I make any necklaces. And I've got more chains down here. I think I have gold up here and silver here, and a bunch of little chibis I'm working on and need to finish. I have my chalk pastels up here for shading polymer clay, and then down here I have all of my little packets of glitter. Up on top I've just got like another little catch-all for just some random stuff. And then I typically, my lighting's not so great there. I have this over here. I typically have like my main Caucasian color on a spool, but it looks like I can't find those anymore. So once this is gone, I'm actually just using it to keep my glue in the position I want so that it doesn't, I don't have to work so hard to get it out. So that's what I'm using that for right now. I typically keep current projects to the right hand side of me. I have a piece of glass that I use for glue and for setting my glue gun on top of. And then over on the left hand side of my desk, these are flowers that I am working with or eventually will, but they look kind of nice just being in a vase. I have this bunny statue that I like. I think he's super cute. And one of my mugs. A hair clip because I always have to put my hair back. A lint roller. I've got a bunny in the house. And even if I didn't, it's still really good to have one. Pencil sharpener, lip balm, you know, hand sanitizer, stuff like that. So, and then right here I've got my planner, which I'm terrible about using, but I am trying to start up again for the umpteenth million time. So anyways, I know that was kind of all over the place, but that is what my office looks like. It's part of my kitchen. It's where our kitchen table used to be. It's just like you work with what you got. So anyways, my office is just kind of in this little corner. Oh, and then the rug is one that I just picked up from Walmart. It's one of those 5x7 cheap $20 rugs, and that gives you a pretty good idea of exactly how big my office is. But it works out for me, and I make the best use of my space that I can. So anyways, thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful day.